Welcome
back. And we're back to
Oh,
WrestleMania. John Cena versus The Undertaker.
Versus Yuri. In the SmackDown. It's time to...
On Sunday.
Sadness.
Vacation.
Vacation. Sure.
Journey. Because that's like, oh no.
No.
Swimsuit. That's not cute. It's just a specific...
Bed.
Okay, that works too.
No, suicide was Yuri. Peaceful.
Oh yeah, it was peaceful.
She's
really weird. Socks. No, that's cute.
Whose socks?
I'm assuming
probably
that's
Natsuki.
I feel like passion, but no, not maybe secretive.
Maybe.
No, but Yuri, that could also work for Yuri too.
Yeah.
Email just looks like it could work. I feel like email would work for her. For Sayori.
Why?
I don't know, because it's just out of place for all of them, and I feel like they would just.
Well, let's see whose it is. It's
wow, really?
Natsuki's?
That's really weird.
Okay.
Shopping?
Probably.
What?
What? It was Natsuki.
How about memories? Did we do memories before?
Memories was Sayori.
Childhood was also her.
Yeah.
Happiness was also her.
Yeah. Come.
It's not like you're just a cum.
No, not come. Calm.
I heard cum.
Skipping. Or hopeless.
Love.
Papa Muku. Anyway.
Papa Muku.
Kiss. Kiss is definitely one of them. God damn it, seriously? How is that? That's not cute, that's perverted. Did we choose Rose before?
No.
Try Blanket.
Blanket? Are you sure that won't be Natsuki?
It might be Natsuki.
How
about Comfort? Good Comfort would
yes.
work for her, yes. Warm would work for her too, I believe. Yep.
Yep. Ribbon, she's wearing one.
That's... Well, Natsuki's also wearing a type of ribbon as well.
Yeah. How about Charm?
I can see...
Charming?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Lazy. Cheer?
Yes.
Yeah. And... Who the fuck is Inferno?
I'm assuming that's Yuri.
Probably.
How about Destiny? Wow, really?
Doki Doki.
Angry Doki Doki noises. I feel like Shame would be one, but also Cage. Cage could also be another one.
Let's go with Cage. No, how fucked up would it be if that was Natsuki?
Oh.
Fun.
Let's try Fun.
Fun was... No,
oh, that was fun.
That was good.
Trying to figure out this fucking...
puzzle. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Oh, you know what's going to be interesting?
What?
We're probably going to be able to still show Yuri our poem. Because remember, because we sided with Natsuki last time, she didn't want to see our poem.
Oh, that's right. She didn't want. She like didn't want to like do anything for the sharing. That gets her disqualified. Hi, Bisky.
Yo, Sayori.
Yo.
Looks like you're in a good mood today.
I'm just still not used to you being in the club. That's all.
I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway.
Speaking of which, I'm kind of hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack?
No thanks.
Huh? That's not like you at all.
I have my reasons.
And why don't we
take a look at your purse, Sayori?
Sorry, that was a huge fart, huh?
It's okay.
Why was all... why that, all of a sudden?
No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it.
Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out.
I knew it. I could see right through you, Sayori.
That's not fair. How'd you even know?
It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and want an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry! And so, that only leaves the one option.
I give up. Don't make me feel guilty.
If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty.
Yuri suddenly giggles.
Eh?
I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book as always.
I wasn't listening or anything.
Make you feel guilty for her, like, killing herself?
Yeah!
So, well, if you feel guilty, you're meant to feel guilty.
Yes.
That's a nice little jab at you.
Probably, yeah.
That's funny.
It was just something in my book. Yuri, tell Biscuit to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved in that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed in my book. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You're right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the retribution. That. Still, coming from you, Sayori, I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there?
Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me.
But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them.
Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori.
Plat.
Yeah!
Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk.
Ow. What was... Huh? A cookie!
A cookie!
A cookie!
Hey, you know what cookie butter is? It's just peanut butter, but it's made out of fucking cookies! Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around.
Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution. Retribution.
Retribution.
Oh, wait. Actually, that one almost worked.
I was just gonna give it to you. But then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though.
Natsuki. That's so nice of you. I'm so happy.
Sayori hugs the cookie.
You know what I realized?
Just eat it.
You know what I just realized?
Mm.
She feels the need to say that she's happy.
Yeah.
Rather than
a
just
lot.
rather than just like letting people just see that she's happy.
She has to state it. It's almost like that's like something depressed people do to make themselves seem happy when they're actually not. Anyway, Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite.
That's tears. She cried on it in open.
I love these new tear activated wrappers.
They do just the thing for me when I'm in a bad mood.
Sayori suddenly clasps her hands over her mouth.
I fit my tongue.
You're going through a lot over just one cookie.
Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie.
Oh, looks like you... yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it?
Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers.
But yours is chocolate.
Yeah? Why do you think I gave you that one?
Fine, fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me.
Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki and then wraps her arms around her.
Jeez. I get it.
Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off of her. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie.
Hey! Did you seriously just do that?
You know what's really fucked up?
What?
This whole game.
Well, yes. But, like, think about what just happened. And think about what we know about Natsuki now. That her father doesn't feed her, and then whatever she snacks on in the club room is all that she gets to eat. Sayori!
Sayori, you mother...
Mouth full, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well.
Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori?
I mean, she should be old enough to be able to make her own food, though.
She does. Sometimes.
So, she
That-
eats
I don't
at
know.
home. She's just a dirty liar.
Sure. Natsuki glances around. At least this is all according to Monica, though. Who's to say that Monica's a reliable source?
Well, it's from Monica and just implications from
Well,
like
yeah, I know.
her story thing too.
Monica isn't in the club room.
Ugh. Where's Monica anyway?
Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me.
Yeah, I haven't either.
That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay.
Of course she's okay. She's probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all.
Huh? You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. That's true.
Excuse me?
Suddenly, the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry.
There you are.
I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything.
Yeah? Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed.
Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about?
My boyfriend is right there.
My boyfriend is Bisky. Monica quizzically glances at me.
Never mind that. What held you up anyway?
Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time.
That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring at least.
I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano.
Piano! I wasn't aware that you played music as well, Monica.
I don't really. I kind of just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano.
That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monica. Like the... Oh, fuck. What was that track called in Metal Gear Solid?
Which one?
Infiltration. No, that's not what it was.
Which one are you talking about?
I don't know. It's the one with Ocelot. When you first meet Ocelot.
I don't remember.
I don't remember.
That's... Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will.
Yay!
That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it.
Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Bisky.
Encounter. That's what it was.
There you go.
Go ahead.
Monica smiles sweetly.
Oh, okay.
I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that.
Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently. I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready.
At the end of the
I
game.
see.
Yeah,
In that case, best of luck.
thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I?
Not really.
I choose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. Looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri is back to her book and Natsuki disappeared into the closet.
Bisky.
Sayori suddenly comes up to me.
I'm gonna go get some supplies from the other classroom. Want to come with me?
Supplies? What for?
Well, you know the festival's coming up.
Festival?
Me and Monica are gonna make some posters and stuff. So I need to go find some crayons, markers, and glue sticks.
I see. Sure, I'll go with
And
you.
last I heard, they were left in the disposal facility. Yay.
We have to be very stealthy.
Okay, Monica. We'll be back soon.
Huh, are you going with Bisky to get the supplies? There's no need to trouble yourself. I'd be happy to go with him.
Oh, but I wanted to go. It's so much fun exploring empty rooms and stuff.
Okay. It was just a suggestion. See if you can find poster paper, too, okay?
Okay. Ready, Bisky?
Yep, let's go.
So something I'm trying to like put together too is for all of the endings, do you have to also do an ending where you go to Monica's place?
Yeah.
Do you have to do 4 save states then?
I don't know.
We should do like a 4th save state just to like just one, because you can't really do anything to go towards Monica, but we can at least choose to like go with her
house.
Or yeah, during the weekend.
Okay. Sarah and I exit the club room. I follow behind as Sayori hums and skips around the hallway. Honestly, feels like I'm taking a kid to the mall or something. Sayori finds pleasure in the simplest things sometimes.
Hey, Sayori, what exactly are we doing for the festival anyway? I'm not sure how you would make an event out of literature.
Me and Monica have it all planned out. Don't you worry.
Is that so?
Yup. We're gonna do poetry performance.
A performance? Of what kind?
Of poetry. Everyone is gonna take turns on stage and recite their favorite poems.
That sounds...
Kind of dull.
Bisky, you're not thinking about it the right way at all. It's not just about reading poems. It's about performing them. Like you say the lines of the poem and like, boom, star platinum. Between my feet, the last remaining flower beckons to me. I twist the stem, freeing it from its clinging roots, caressing the final joyous moment between my fingers. But to what ends have I summoned this joy? For now, when I look in every direction, the once prosperous field before me is but a barren wasteland. Like that.
Sayori,
How do I put this?
I'm not sure it's just me, but it's impossible for me to take you seriously when you talk like that.
Huh? You meanie. I'm working super hard on this, you know.
I know. I just mean that it's a pretty ordinary contrast to your cute self.
Don't say that. It's embarrassing. But I guess that means I'm doing a good job.
Yeah, I guess so.
I'm so excited. The festival's going to be so much fun. I can't wait to go and do this!
Sayori spins herself around in the hallway again.
Hey, Bisky, this classroom over here is pretty empty. Let's begin the mission.
The mission, eh?
It's been a long time since I've spent time with Sayori like this, but in the end, she hasn't changed one bit. She's nothing but a ball of sunshine drawing happy vibes from the world around her. It's a pretty nostalgic feeling for me. As the years went by, I began to hold myself up in my room more and more. So going adventuring with Sayori brings about a special sort of feeling I forgot I had in me. The two of us enter the classroom. Sayori heads straight to the closet, and I follow.
Let's see what we have in here. Crayons!
Sayori pulls a box full of crayons off the shelf.
They're the best brand, too. They're kind of dirty.
You know,
Crayola
crayons.
They're kind of dirty, though.
Sayori starts pulling various crayons out of the box,
Like
reading
this?
the color names.
This one's called
Macaroni and cheese.
This one's called Pink in the Stink. They're dirty names.
Damn.
Alright, that's one down. Don't get distracted, we still need to find...
Wait! I'm looking for my favorite color.
Fine. Then at least move aside so I can look for the poster paper.
I dropped one by accident.
Smack.
Yeah!
Sayori bends over and smacks her forehead right into the shelf. She falls to the floor and the crayons spill all over her lap.
Ow.
You okay?
My forehead.
Sayori clutches her forehead.
Gee, Sayori, that's just like you, isn't it? Come on, let me see.
remember to grab the antiseptic, and then
Since Sayori is
go
sitting
to
on
the first aid menu.
Since Sayori is sitting on the floor, I grab her by the waist and pull her out of the closet.
You have to move your hands, Sayori.
But it hurts.
Just do it for a second.
Sayori slowly releases her hand from her forehead. It's a very seductive position for someone who just fucking hit their head. I gently brush her bangs to the side.
Wow.
Wow.
I got dyslexic for a second. I don't know what. Wow.
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 I like the way you move my hair.
Sorry.
There's a huge red mark on the center of her forehead. That's just her.
Look out!
A bump is starting to form as well.
Man, that's gonna swell up. I should find you some ice.
Bisky.
Where would I even find ice around this time? I guess a cold drink would do.
You don't have to. I'm fine with looking like a unicorn.
Even wincing from the pain, Sayori makes a silly joke.
What are you saying? I'll be right back, okay?
Okay.
I pat Sayori on the shoulder and run
Shoulder
out
pats.
into the hallway. I locate the nearest vending machine.
What should I get? It doesn't really matter since it will be used as an ice pack rather than to drink. But I know Sayori likes apple juice, so I purchased that one.
In just a moment, I'm already returning to the classroom where I left Sayori. And she's gone. She has one palm on her forehead and is using the other hand to clumsily scoop crayons back into the box.
At least they were already in the wrong spots before I spilled them.
Sayori, here.
I hand Sayori the bottle of apple juice.
It's nice and cold.
Sayori opens the cap and starts drinking from it.
Like my heart.
Sayori, what are you doing?
What do you do? I did.
It's for your forehead, idiot.
Ah. Sorry, I forgot.
How hard did you hit your head?
Sayori places the bottle against the bump on her head.
It stings.
Just bear with it. It'll feel better soon. Looks like you cleaned up most of the crayons, so that's good.
Hey, Misky. This kind of reminds me of you growing up, doesn't it?
What do you mean?
Piss colored.
You know, we used to play outside all the time. I would always try to keep up with you. You were kind of oblivious in some ways. Like those times we would practice EQC behind your mom's home. like I usually fell behind or had trouble climbing on things you did. But sometimes when I tried to do things I couldn't, I would get myself hurt. I felt bad and scraped myself or get a bump.
I already fucked up. Monica said I shouldn't have Sayori hurt herself, and look what she did. I already fucked up.
Oh, right. And I would start crying really hard. Core. And you would rush over as quickly as you could. You would always try hard to get me to stop crying. It was almost like you blamed yourself and were afraid of getting in trouble if someone found out. Even though it really wasn't your fault at all.
Oh my god, shut up. Shut up.
Oh, okay.
Did I do that?
Did I do that? Yeah, don't you remember?
What?
Did he really say that?
He said,
Yes.
did I really do that?
Oh, okay.
Did I really do that?
Well, that's a little different than what you said.
Come to think of it, maybe I do remember a bit. I guess I was always so focused on my games that I didn't pay enough attention to you. So in a way, it was my fault. Kind of like this time too. If I wasn't rushing you out of the closet, you probably wouldn't have hit your head.
Misky, I don't think you realize it, but you're always thinking about other people. Even after all these years. You're rushing to help me even though I'm just being clumsy. You're really a sweetheart.
Don't call me that. And I don't really do this kind of thing all the time. I guess when it comes to you, it just feels natural. Before I even know it, I'm treating you like that. I guess that's what happens when you've been friends for so long.
Really? Maybe you're right. Bisky, I'm so glad that nothing's changed between us. Do you think it'll be like this forever? Say no.
Forever?
If I'm honest to myself, there's no telling where we'll end up for college or after that. So it wouldn't be fair for me to make any promises, but
Well, I hope so. It's been this long already, right? I can't imagine you ever changing, so my hopes are up.
I'm so happy. There she
Sayori.
goes again.
There she goes, fucking again with the happiness. Sayori has a whimsical expression in her eyes. We remain silent for a moment. She's so silly and clumsy on the outside that when I see her deep in thought like this, it makes me not want to disturb her.
I guess we should go back. I don't want to worry Monica, you know.
Good luck with that. She's gonna see your forehead either way.
Not if I hide it under my bangs.
Sayori hops to her feet. She clutches her forehead again.
Don't stand up so fast after hurting yourself. Well, I guess it's too late now. Anyway, let's go.
I follow Sayori out of the classroom. Sayori plays with her bangs to try to hide the bump, but without much success. In a moment, we make it back to the club room. Ah, you're back!
That's a nice bump on your head.
Good timing. I was just about ready to start with sharing our poems. Sayori, your forehead.
She's fine. Don't worry about...
I was playing with crayons and smacked my forehead into the shelf.
Well, anyway.
It just seems like freaking Biscuit was hitting her. That's horrible. Like Natsuki goes up to her and is just like, did he hurt you?
Yeah.
Did he hurt you?
I'll fucking kill him.
It was the fucking crayons.
It was the crayons. Nothing else.
The crayons.
Crayons did it.
Were you able to find everything we needed?
I have it right.
Sayori frantically glances around herself.
I forgot all the stuff.
Calm down, Sayori. I have it all right here. I found the poster paper, too.
Sounds like you ended up doing all the work, Bisky.
Ah, well, Sayori.
I fail to come up with an excuse for Sayori.
I made an adventure.
Yeah, that.
Okay. In any case, good work. I'll start working on the posters tonight.
Me too.
Okay, everyone. Are you ready to share your poems?
Guess I should grab mine.
After making sure the crayon box is closed tightly, I return to my seat.
Bisky, I really love your poems. I can't believe you've been hiding these from me.
I'm not hiding anything.
But your poems are so good. Yesterday's and this one's too. You can't tell me you haven't done this before.
I mean, you're really the only one who feels that way, so...
You don't leave the safety on, rookie. No way. Not even Natsuki?
Well, I guess Natsuki is the least likely to admit to how much she likes something. But I don't think it's that.
What do you mean?
Well, I guess I'll be honest about it. It's a lot easier to write poems when I'm thinking about you.
Whoa. Stop thinking weird things.
Stop thinking
idiot.
weird things,
Back.
idiot. Back. I just mean that you're a really expressive person, I guess. How am I supposed to write poems about my own stupid life? But you somehow make everything in your life an adventure. Even the little things.
Like cooking.
Let's not talk about that. So yeah, I guess what I'm saying is that I can feel more feelings through you than I can through myself.
She has the nervous chuckle.
She's Peter!
She's Peter.
We can have that kind of weird connection. It's your fault for getting in my business all the time.
I don't know if I understand.
You never understand when I try to explain things to you, do you, Sayori?
I pat Sayori's head.
Head pets. Yay. I'm not a kid, you know.
Are you sure about that?
Maybe.
Sayori starts fiddling with her pencil between her hands.
Hey, Bisky, will you give me your poem? I'll kind of want to keep it. And pretend that I wrote it.
Why?
Because,
I wrote it.
well, it's the first time you've written something for me.
Sayori, you completely misunderstood. I didn't write this for you. I totally wrote it for her. Are you even listening anymore? Well, whatever. I'll give it to you when we get home.
Really?
Snap.
I broke my pencil.
Sayori hastily bends down to pick up the piece she dropped. But being inattentive of her surroundings, she bumps right into me.
Sorry.
It's fine. I'll get it for you.
I bend down and pick up the broken pencil. Sayori clutches the desk beside her to support herself, knees shaking.
I'm a little clumsy today.
Let's sit down, Sayori.
Yeah.
I grab Sayori's arm and help her sit at the desk.
Anyway,
I still haven't read your poem.
Oh, sorry, I forgot about that. But it's not as good as yours.
Jeez, don't worry. I'm sure I'll like it.
Me. Bottles. Pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly. There's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe, and I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in bottles all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends, each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friends feel a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper, my fingers go. Like Be quiet. Like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. Ouchie, my butthole. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally all done, I open up and in come my friends. In they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something. But all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head.
Holy crap. Sayori, did you really write this?
Dude, this is amazing. Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday that I was going to write the best poem ever?
Yeah, but, I didn't expect something like this coming from you.
Monica taught me a whole lot. And I've been really in touch with my feelings lately.
I see that. It's almost kind of creepy.
Creepy?
Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it.
Ah, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic.
You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up.
Yeah. Writing's the best. I want to keep writing until I die. Aha.
Oh my.
Don't get ahead of yourself.
Sayori's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Who next?
Piece of mistake. Let's go with Natsuki.
Okay.
Well, it's not really any worse than your last one. But I can't really say it's any better either.
Phew.
Huh? Phew what?
Well, anything that isn't a train wreck, I'll take it as a win. And I get the feeling you're probably the most critical.
Hey, what makes you... Wait, maybe that was a compliment? Ha! Glad to see someone recognizes my experience. Well then, keep practicing and maybe you'll be as good as me someday.
That's,
Something tells me that Natsuki completely missed the point. Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sayori's poem from yesterday.
You think so?
Yeah, well I guess if you've been friends with her for so long, you might be on the same wavelength. But you never really struck me as her type.
Sayori has a type all of a sudden?
Well, I don't know, but honestly, how can someone so, fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? It's like she's dragging around a dead weight.
Ugh, that was a little unnecessary. But think of it this way. If it weren't for me, she would probably just fly away like letting go of a balloon. You could say we take care of each other in our own way.
Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here.
Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I try not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. Doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. Doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers. And I'm gonna tell everyone.
Is there more down the road? Okay, no.
Not bad, right?
It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's.
No, I guess this is more about like her liking manga and shit and how she's
Yeah.
afraid to.
Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do.
No, of course not.
Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies, and it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk.
Do you know people like that?
Of course, it's about how everyone thinks my... That doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or a guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid if people find out they make fun of you or think less of you. That just makes people stupid. Who cares about what someone likes? As long as they're not hurting anyone, it makes them happy. I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things.
Well, you're definitely right. At least I can relate to that. And I'm sure a lot of other people can too.
It's what I do best, after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like, conveying emotions is important. I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm going to write a good one for tomorrow, so I look forward to it.
Who should I write my poem to next?
Ural.
Ural.
Ah, is it my turn? Let's see how it compares to yesterday's. Still needs more butter. I see.
Still needs a bit more cumin.
It's a bit different. I respect you for trying different things, Bisky. Were you inspired by Natsuki's poem? Or Sayori's, perhaps?
Well, I guess you could say that.
I thought so. I'm happy for you. You don't need to find inspiration in my poems. I write them for myself. Not for anyone else. So I don't really need for people to like them or anything.
Yuri!
Eh?
I'm sorry for being blunt, but you're overthinking this a little. Just because our styles are different doesn't mean I dislike your poems. In fact, if I tried to do something in your style, I'd probably do a terrible job.
I see. I'm sorry. My stupid mind, it likes to do that sometimes. Anyway, you don't need to be afraid to be a little bit more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to work your brain like turning a bunch of gears. Try letting your mind wander through your feelings, and write down the things you see and hear. There's one way to truly enable your reader to see into your mind. It's a very intimate exercise.
I see. That's a certainly interesting technique. Thanks for sharing.
I have an example of that if you'd like to read it.
Of course. Is this the poem that you wrote for today?
Yuri nods and timidly hands me her poem. The raccoon. It
Rocket?
happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human being. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences. Well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity, the raccoon, an urge. The moon increments its phase and it reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited, or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon is taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood. Classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread, and I feed myself again.
I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's.
I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical.
I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about.
That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. I use the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them.
Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean.
Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's those sorts of things I'm really forced to keep to myself.
Not cutting yourself.
So I sometimes enjoy writing about them.
Huh, that's funny. Didn't Natsuki also write something about that? About someone being ridiculed for a strange interest?
Eh? She did?
Yeah. She was talking about how it doesn't matter what you're into as long as you're not hurting anybody.
She's right. I mean, does she really feel that way?
Yeah. Sounds like you two have that in common.
Well, that's interesting. To me, she seemed like the type of person who would make fun of my hobbies. But I suppose that's my fault for judging, isn't it? Please don't tell her I said that.
Don't worry, I have no reason to.
Okay. Well, thank you for sharing it with me. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now. But I'm glad that you're a good listener.
Hi, Monica. Just Monica.
Monica.
Hi again, Bisky. How's the writing going?
Funny you chose me last.
What the hell? You chose me second last time. What did I do?
Alright, I guess.
I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece.
I wouldn't count on that.
You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today?
Sure, here you go.
Give my poem to Monica. Alright. It's pretty good. It makes me think of Sayori, like the other one that you wrote. You two are like the dynamic duo.
I guess that's kind of exaggerating it.
Yeah, probably. But you do spend a lot of time with her even in this club, don't you? Then again, I don't blame you for being a little shy.
I'm not shy, it's just...
I'm just teasing. I know it takes a bit of time to make friends with everyone, but Yuri and Natsuki are super interesting people, so don't be afraid to give them their share of the time. And you could talk to me every now and then, too. I'm not, like, unapproachable or anything, am I? Literally, you are, because sometimes I don't get prompts to talk to you.
No, it's nothing like that. I'm just still getting used to being here, that's all.
Yeah. I'm sorry if I was putting pressure on you or something. I really didn't mean it like that.
No, don't worry. I get what you're saying.
Well, alright. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too.
Alright, let's take a look.
Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue. An endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms. Squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Load me.
It's even more abstract than your last one, huh?
Especially the load me part.
I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't
Type.
like it.
No, I never said that. It's just the kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess.
I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise.
I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though.
Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when you might change your mind, or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even worth writing about? What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room.
Is this about the festival?
Well, sorta.
Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members.
That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last minute preparations. This
Oh,
isn't last minute though.
It's just like days before. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori's been working on posters, and I've designed a couple pamphlets we can give out during the event.
Okay, that's great and all. That doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event.
Sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing.
Performing?
But, Monica.
Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the events. But the cool part is we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite the poems too. Sayori's putting it all on the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sayori, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see.
Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting up those posters, did you?
Well, I did. Do you really think it's a bad of an idea?
Well, no. It's not a bad idea. But I didn't sign up for this, you know? There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that.
I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that.
Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear.
Guys.
No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have shared their poems with anyone until just a couple days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poem out loud to a whole room of people.
Paper. Paper people.
I guess
paper.
I guess I kind of overlooked that.
I'll make them paper.
I'll make a paper. So, I'm sorry. But, I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, that'll inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature's all about.
Yeah. It's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, and finding new horizons, and having fun.
That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Do you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent.
Very convincing,
Sayori
Monica. But we are not
looks
deviants. How's your neck?
Yeah, you know. I guess that leaves me no choice.
I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a bit.
Well, maybe, but...
Looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left.
Ooh. Okay, fine. fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with.
All right.
Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces.
I guess I don't really have a choice. Oh, that's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me.
Oh gosh, you'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other.
That's yours, sorry. Monica! This is too sudden.
Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of the strangers?
Oh no. Oh no.
Sorry. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable.
Can I go next?
Of course. Now let's see. Monica flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the pendulum. The title of the poem is The Way They Fly.
Ahem.
Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotions behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles.
That was so good, Monica.
Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori?
I'll go next. Yuri's all fired. Sorry. Yuri's all fired up all of a sudden.
Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the pendulum.
This poem is called...
Yuri anxiously glances at each of us.
You can do it, Yuri. It's called Afterimage of the Crimson Eye.
Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happened when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her as if she bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save this simulation. I'm the first one to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterwards and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were so caught off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri is down for the count.
Okay. I guess I'm up next then.
Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium.
This one's called the Fitness Gram Pacer Test. My motto. The Fitness Gram Pacer Test is a multi-stage test. Sorry, I giggled.
Sayori.
It's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily?
Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best that way.
I see. Okay then.
The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. but hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud.
I did it!
Good job, Sayori.
Even Bisky liked it. I guess that's a good sign.
What does that even mean?
It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poem wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery.
Huh? I don't really understand.
In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of soft, gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. You might need a little bit more force behind them depending on what you're reading.
Oh, I know what you mean. That's, well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do in front of everyone.
The next time, I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know.
Okay.
Now, who's next?
Okay.
Natsuki?
Don't make me go before Bisky. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Bisky lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it.
Natsuki.
It's fine. I might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today.
I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway.
Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else.
Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something you'll have to improve on over time.
Yeah, maybe.
Alright then. That just leaves with you, Natsuki.
Yeah. I'm going.
Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem...
Poem is called...
Uh-oh!
Oh no!
Why are you all looking at me?
Because you're presenting.
Huh. Anyway, the poem is called Jump!
Might as well jump. Bow! Go ahead and jump.
He's
Natsuki
just singing
takes-
it.
Go ahead and jump!
Are you ready to hear some damage?
Natsuki takes a breath. When she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. Words feel like they bounce up and down as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She hops back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it?
Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again.
Oh, well. Do you at least feel better prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people?
I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing.
That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me.
Well, that's just how it is, so...
Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about it for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you'll have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting.
Jeez, I should probably find some other poem to recite instead.
That's fine. Me too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're planning in all of this effort for the club. Makes me really happy.
Keeps whipping her hair towards freaking Natsuki.
Yeah, it's kind of rude.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival's coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the letter, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day.
I can't wait. I can do this. I can do this.
Alright.
I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. It's for the sake of the club and impressing Monica. Then I'll have to do my best.
And impressing specifically only Monica.
Yeah.
Ready to go, Sayori.
Ready to go, Sayori?
Ready to go, Sayori.
Ready to go, Sayori?
Look at you two, always going home together like that.
It's kind of adorable, isn't it?
Jeez, guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it.
It must be a little nice, though.
Well,
How am I supposed to respond to that?
It's okay, Biscuit. You don't have to say it.
whatever, let's go already.
I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori's being a little quieter than usual on the way home.
Hey, Sayori.
Sorry, I was spacing out.
No wonder.
I was thinking about something earlier. I like how we get to...
I like how we get to...
I mean...
Sayori fumbles with her words.
So, let's just say one day Yuri asks to walk home with you.
Huh?
What would you do?
What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here.
Well, of course we'd still walk with Sayori.
Yeah.
Sayori, you really think I would ditch you for Yuri? She's a bitch.
Huh? Excuse me? She's so beautiful and smart. Yays.
Jeez. I already see her in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to really like going home together. I wouldn't just ruin that for you.
You're so silly, Bisky. You think about me too much sometimes. Yuri would deserve it if she wanted it, so...
Sayori, I've already made up my mind. I really can't figure you out sometimes.
Sorry.
Besides, what's the point in speculating something that's never going to happen?
The conversation trails off. It's kind of weird things for Sayori to care so much about. But I have to respect her and keep her happy. Then again, the festival's only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time?
Who knows?
Next time on Doki Doki Literature Club, we're going to continue our trek to get the good ending. Bottles.
Mori. Bye.
See you next time.